What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be rebuilding the OKC Thunder in the Steph Curry era. This will be the 2016-17 season. The goal of this video will be to win Russell Westbrook his first championship with the OKC Thunder. This was the season where Kevin Durant left the Oklahoma City Thunder to go be with the Warriors. So Russell Westbrook is by himself as of right now, but we still have Victor Oladipo, who's only 24 years old, is still not in his prime, and obviously we all know Victor Oladipo was in his prime with the Indiana Pacers, but we're going to be keeping him around for this video most likely, and have a wonderful backcourt in Russell Westbrook and Victor Oladipo. And of course, we still have a young Steven Adams, who's only 23 years old, who ends up becoming one of the better centers in the league. We have Sabonis, who ends up becoming one of the best centers in the league, which is amazing. At first, I never used to know that Sabonis was on the OKC Thunder until I started seeing him in the Steph Curry era with the OKC Thunder. In today's video, we will be keeping him around on the OKC Thunder most likely and see how he progresses. Obviously, we all know that Sabonis and Oladipo were traded for Paul George. At that time, it seemed like a good trade, but in the long run, Sabonis, if they kept Sabonis, I think it would have been a little bit better. So yeah, we're going to be rebuilding the team around Russell Westbrook, and what my plan for this season is to play bad. And the reason for that is we have our own first round pick in the 2027 NBA draft. And we can acquire ourselves players like Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, Lonzo Ball, Lauri Markkanen, Bam Adebayo, Fox. There's a lot of good players in this draft. Jarrett Allen, OG Anunoby. So the plan is to play bad this season and hopefully acquire ourselves a lottery pick. So I guess that's going to be the goal of this video. So I'll be seeing you guys at the end of season number 1, where hopefully we do not make the playoffs. We're here at the end of season number 1, where Stephen Curry wins MVP, Joel Embiid wins Rookie of the Year. This man wins 6th Player of the Year, I don't know how to pronounce that name. DeAndre Jordan, Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 17 rebounds a game. Holy, that is insane. As well as 3 blocks. Nikola Jokic, Most Improved Player. Yep, he most definitely deserves that. Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. The Golden State Warriors won 68 games with Kevin Durant. And then the Toronto Raptors won 65. That's insane. They win Executive of the Year. Do we get anyone on All NBA? Let's see. We should get Russell Westbrook, which we do. He almost averaged a triple-double, 32 points per game, 13 rebounds, 7.5 assists per game. And I think that will be about it. We also get Russell Westbrook on All Defensive Team. Let's go. And yeah, that's it. Of course, we did not make the playoffs, so the season went just as I planned. We were one of the worst teams in the league without Kevin Durant, which would make sense. We were the 5th worst team in the league, or would this be the 6th? 6th worst team in the league. We won only 29 games, which is exactly what we planned. Now let's see who's going to be winning the championship this season. I think it's either going to be the Golden State Warriors or, yeah, probably the Golden State Warriors. They're going up against James Harden, who was a play-in team somehow, which makes no sense, but let's see. The Golden State Warriors are in the finals, and oh my god, the Toronto Raptors win a championship. That is insane. For some reason, in the Stephen Curry era, the Toronto Raptors with DeMar DeRozan are so overpowered, I just don't understand it. It makes absolutely no sense. And Kyle Lowry plays like he's Stephen Curry in the Steph Curry era simulation. But whatever, it's not us that lost the playoffs. We weren't even in the playoffs to begin with. But now I'll be seeing you guys at the draft lottery, and let's hope we get ourselves a top 3 pick. We're here at the draft lottery. Fingers crossed we get a top 3 pick. That would be so amazing because I want Jason Tatum on this team, and we're projected at pick number 6. Hopefully we can jump up. Let's see. Skip to lottery results. Yes, please. Where are we? The Thunder. And we land the 6th spot, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, it doesn't suck. Perhaps we could trade up to the number 2 or 3 spot. I'm gonna try pulling off a trade if it's possible. If not, I'm fine picking at pick number 6, because I'm pretty sure we could still get ourselves a good player. For some reason, Jason Tatum is not in only one mock draft is he projected to go in the top 3. In every other mock draft, he's projected to go number 8. This one he's projected to go number 5. For some reason, I don't know why that is, but yeah. But of course, this NBA draft has a lot of good players, as you guys can see. Kyle Kuzma, Jason Tatum, Lonzo Ball. So I'd be happy even if we stay with the 6th overall pick. Getting someone like Bam Adebayo, Donovan Mitchell, Lauri Markkanen would still be amazing. But I want Jason Tatum on this team. So if we're able to trade up, I'm going to be doing just that. So let me see what we can do. Hopefully end up acquiring ourselves Jason Tatum to pair him with Russell Westbrook. We are screwed. So we can't trade our 6th overall pick for some weird reason. I don't know why it's not allowing us to trade. It says pick cannot be traded because it was involved in a previous trade, which makes absolutely no sense because it's our pick. And if it was involved in a trade, why would we still have it? I don't know. So let's go ahead. I guess we're going to be selecting at pick number 6. It would be amazing if somehow Jason Tatum falls to us, but I highly doubt that. Even though this one has him going number 8 and this one has him going number 6. But I highly doubt we're going to be getting Jason Tatum. Maybe we can trade for him after the NBA draft, I guess, after we select our 6th overall pick. But let's see. Pick number 1 is Donovan Mitchell, which makes sense. Now let's see if the Boston Celtics are going to take Jason Tatum or are they going to fumble? And they take Kyle Kuzma over Jason Tatum. You guys don't know how big of a mistake you guys made. Jason Tatum won you guys a championship. Now let me guess, Orlando Magic are going to select Jason, aren't they? Okay, they take Dennis Smith Jr.? Okay. What about this? Oh my god, so Lauri Markkanen to the Sacramento Kings. But now this is where everything's going to screw up for us, because I know the 76ers are going to pick him. Watch. And yup, come on, dude. We were 1 away from acquiring ourselves Jason Tatum. That would have been so amazing. But we could still acquire ourselves Lonzo Ball, which I don't know if I want to do. We could get Bam Adebayo, John Collins. I really wanted Jason Tatum. He would be the perfect wing because we already have Russell Westbrook and Oladipo as our guards. We needed a small forward. So now, I don't know what we're going to be doing. I think we're just going to go ahead and select a player and then try trading for Jason Tatum, I guess. I think that would be the best move that we could try pulling off. That way we could still acquire Jason Tatum. So I'm going to either pick Bam. I'm going to pick one of the players the highest overall. That way we could trade them after Markelle Fultz is here. De'Aaron Fox is here. Jonathan Isaac. Jarrett Allen. But I think Lonzo Ball obviously does have the highest overall. So we'll go ahead and select Lonzo Ball and then possibly trade him for Jason Tatum if that's possible. Which I hope it will be, because then if we do not get him, there'll be a waste of a season. But whatever, it is what it is. Let's see. So that's the only pick we have. I may trade for a different pick. I'm not sure, but if I do, I'll show y'all. So I traded all our 2nd round picks. I believe all our 2nd round picks. Let me see. Yeah, all our 2nd round picks for the 24th overall pick. The reason for that is I wanted to acquire, where is he? Derek White on this team, because we all know how he progresses. And right now he's one of the best shooting guards in the league. But we can get Jarrett Allen also. So I'm kind of confused now. Do we go for Derek White or do we get Jarrett Allen? We already have 2 amazing centers on our team, and Steven Adams and Sabonis. So I think we're going to go ahead and select Derek White. Or would that be dumb if I select Derek White? I think actually we're going to go ahead and select Jarrett Allen. The reason for that is Steven Adams was not the best center. His efficiency is pretty bad. So if that does not change, we can obviously play Jarrett Allen and use one of them in a trade. So I'm going to go ahead and select Jarrett Allen. He could possibly be our backup center besides Sabonis, or our starting center, who knows. And that's it for this draft. I'll see you guys when we're trying to pull off a trade for Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's fit on the Philadelphia 76ers would be horrible. He would be like the third or fourth option on this team, when we all know Jason Tatum is the first option on any team he steps on. Or the second at least. Like, he could be the second behind Russell Westbrook, which would make absolutely perfect sense. So we're going to go ahead and try acquiring ourselves Jason Tatum in a trade. Let me see what type of trade we can cook up here. So we picked up the player option on Cameron Payne. Let's see if that makes a difference. We also got some second round picks. We traded the computer generated players that we had on our team, because obviously we're not going to be keeping them. They're computer generated. Let's see if these picks and Cameron Payne added to the trade get it done, which I hope it does, but I highly doubt it. And yup, they still decline. So it looks like we're going to have to acquire ourselves either more picks or some other players in free agency and then come back to this trade. Wait a second, I totally forgot we could trade away Steven Adams, since we already acquired ourselves a different center in Jarrett Allen. So we could use Steven Adams and his trade value in this trade also, which would be honestly amazing, but it would kind of suck getting rid of Steven Adams. He's an amazing player, but we got ourselves Jarrett Allen, who I think could be that perfect replacement for Steven Adams. So let's see if this gets it done. We cannot trade these picks for some reason. Otherwise, I think this trade would be a done deal. But let's see if this could get it done, which I hope it does, and it does. Let's go. We get ourselves Jason Tatum. We're going to have a Sabonis, who's going to be entering his prime in the next few seasons. Victor Oladipo, who's going to be entering his prime in the next season or so. Russ, who's already in his prime. And a young Jason Tatum, who's still going to enter his prime. So this is going to be an amazing rebuild. Now we need ourselves a starting power forward. And then once I finish filling out the rest of our roster, I'll be seeing you guys at the start of season number 2. Also, if you guys are enjoying this video so far, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new. We're almost at 100 subscribers, so thank you guys for all the support. And comment down below, who do you guys think is going to win the championship this season in real life? There's a bunch of good teams, so make sure to leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2. You guys are not going to believe this. We have enough salary to sign ourselves Kristaps Porzingis. We need ourselves a starting power forward, and we have enough money to bring Porzingis on this team. We're building a super team without even knowing it, since we already know how the future plays out for all these players. It's going to be amazing. Sabonis ends up becoming an all-star, so does Jason Tatum, and I believe Victor Oladipo also does. I'm not sure about Jarrett Allen, but he still becomes one of the better centers in the league. And Porzingis, another amazing power forward / center that we could bring on this team. We would have an elite starting 5 if we sign him. We could also bring Julius Randle, another future all-star on this team, Aaron Gordon. I'm going to decide which power forward we're going to be selecting. And then when I come up with that decision, I'll be seeing you guys with the new OKC Thunder in the start of season number 2. We're going to be a deadly team the next few seasons to come. So we're here at the start of season number 2, and you guys are going to be surprised by the players we were able to acquire in free agency, because I was surprised myself, so I know you guys will be surprised also. For our power forward, we went ahead and signed Julius Randle, who's only 22 years old and will only continue to progress. So he's going to be our power forward for the future, which I'm really happy about. This will be our starting 5. We're going to have Russell Westbrook, Victor Oladipo, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, and Sabonis at the center position, who's up to an 83 overall. I do have the progression rate set at 60. That way the players progress faster than usual. Not by too much, but just by a little bit. And then we acquired one of the best playmakers as our backup point guard in TJ McConnell, which I'm really happy about. We got him for pretty cheap. We also went ahead and got one of the best three-point shooters in the league in Joe Ingles. He's going to be our backup small forward, can mentor Jason Tatum. We got Kyle Anderson as our backup power forward on a pretty good contract. We signed him on a 4-year, $20 million contract. It may be a little overpaying, but whatever. It is what it is. He's an amazing playmaker, defender, and yeah, he's a good player all around. And then obviously we have Jarrett Allen as our backup center. But that's not it. We also got ourselves one more player who won't be playing this season. Will probably be playing the next season after he progresses. Let me show you guys who. Yup, it's Jeremy Grant. We got him on a really cheap contract. Let me show you guys his contract. So we're giving him around $2 to $3 million a season. So he barely wanted any money. So I went ahead and signed him on a 4-year contract. When Joe Ingles is no longer around, he could fill in his shoes. Probably the next season or the season after. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out how he progresses in 2K Simulation. And that's it for our team this season. I probably won't be making any trades or any moves this season. Hopefully we're a playoff team. I don't know if I could say we're a championship team. And the reason for that is all of our players, well, most of our players are still really young and they still need to progress. So that's a reason why I don't think we're a championship team yet, but we probably will be in the next season or two. And yeah, that's it for this season and past off season. And now I'll be seeing you guys at the end of season number 2, where we'll see if we're going to make the playoffs or not. At the end of this season, our boy Russell Westbrook wins MVP. Let's go. I believe this is his first MVP of this video, which it is, and in his whole career, which is really amazing. He put up 25 points per game, almost 10 rebounds, and basically 9 assists, shooting on really good efficiency. Lonzo Ball wins Rookie of the Year with the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm surprised he won Rookie of the Year. He was averaging 8 points on horrible efficiency. Yeah, we traded him to the Philadelphia 76ers for Jason Tatum, and I'm still surprised Jason Tatum didn't win Rookie of the Year, but Nikola Vucevic, 6th Player of the Year. Giannis Antetokounmpo wins Depoy. Most Improved Player goes to Jaylen Brown with the Boston Celtics. Michael Malone, Coach of the Year with the Denver Nuggets. And then the LA Lakers win Executive of the Year. We obviously get Russell Westbrook on All-NBA First Team after winning his first MVP. Let's see if we get any other players here. I forgot to mention, Stephen Curry is with the LA Clippers now. He's no longer with the Warriors, which is crazy. I wonder how the Clippers and the Warriors played this season. I guess we'll find out, but we don't get any more selections. Do we get any all-defensive players? We get Russell Westbrook on all-defensive first team. Okay, let's go. And that's it. And of course, we were the first seed, winning 65 games, losing only 17. I'm surprised by that. I did not think we would be this good in our first season, especially because Jason Tatum still needs to progress. So does Julius Randle, Sabonis. We still have a young team that needs progressing to do. So I don't think we'll be a championship team, but you never know. We were the first seed, so it's still possible. Let me show you guys the player stats for this season. Russell Westbrook led the way with 25 points. Behind him was Julius Randle with 15 on good efficiency. Then Jason Tatum, 14 points per game. His efficiency wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. And then Victor Oladipo, whose efficiency has been not the best since we started this video. He's been shooting 42% both of the seasons of this rebuild. Sabonis has been progressing phenomenally. His efficiency is good. He even has the 83-point shot, which is amazing. So in real life, he doesn't shoot that many 3-pointers, but that'll be amazing if he does in this rebuild. That would be pretty cool. TJ McCollum off the bench was an amazing 6th man, one of the best playmakers, averaging 7.5 assists, 10 points, 9 from Joe Ingles, amazing 3-point shooter, 40% from the 3-point line. Jarrett Allen was also amazing off the bench in limited minutes, rebounded well, scored well and was a good rim protector. Kyle Anderson was also amazing, good playmaker off the bench and a good defender. Round number 1 will be going up against the Phoenix Suns, who no longer have Devin Booker, but they have Miles Turner. Okay. So it looks like they may have traded Devin Booker for Miles Turner. Let's go see where the Indiana Pacers are. If they have Devin Booker, that's crazy. They don't have Devin Booker. I don't know where Devin Booker went. But let's see where the Warriors were. So without Steph and Curry, they were a play-in team. That is bad. They had Jordan Clarkson replace him, which clearly did not work out for this team at all. Now it's Kevin Durant's team before it was Steph Curry's. Let's see where the Clippers are. So the Clippers were the 6th seed with Steph and Curry. They did a lot better. They have new Splash Brothers and JJ Redick and Steph and Curry. JJ Redick's obviously one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, and Curry is the best 3-point shooter in the league. But let me fix up our player minutes, and hopefully we can defeat the Phoenix Suns. We go to the conference finals, and we do, and we're going up against certain features require connection. Well, oh my god, my game ended up crashing after making it all the way to the conference finals. For some weird reason, it crashed. And it did not save, and now we're back in the first round. This stinks. Hopefully we're able to make it back to the conference finals. Let me fix up the player minutes and get back into this. This sucks. So I made it all the way to the conference finals with our team, and the game ended up crashing, and it was not saved. And now we have to start all the way from the first round once again. This sucks. We beat the Phoenix Suns, then the Utah Jazz, and we were in the conference finals against the Denver Nuggets. But let's see if we're able to make it back there, or are we going to end up losing? That's going to suck if we lose before we make it to the conference finals. But game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a loss. Game 3 is a win. 4 is a win. And they're catching back up. They don't even have Devin Booker anymore. I don't know if I believe I showed you guys the team. But this was a team of the Phoenix Suns. They don't have Devin Booker anymore. And the reason for that is Devin Booker made his way to the Denver Nuggets to play alongside Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. That is insane. And he's still young. He's going to progress to like a 90-something overall. This team is going to be deadly. I don't know who he was traded for. I believe actually they signed him in free agency. Damn, this team's going to be a problem for us in the future. But now we get Rudy Gobert and Gordon Hayward, who we already ended up defeating, but we have to do so again if we want to make it to the conference finals, which I hope we're able to do. Game 1's a loss. Please don't end up losing. And we're down 2-0. Let me see what we need to fix up, and then I'll come back. I want to see how our players are playing. Let's see, check together, actually. So Russ is playing good. He's not scoring as much. Oladipo's playing horrible. Jason Tatum's playing pretty bad. Julius Randle's playing bad. Okay, I'm going to make up some switches to our starting lineup. Jason Tatum's going to go on the bench for now. We're going to put Joe Ingles in. Well, he's not playing much better, to be honest. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I am going to make some switches to our starting lineup. I may put Sabonis on the bench also. So I switched up our starting lineup by a little bit. I put Joe Ingles in and Jarrett Allen because Jarrett Allen's playing phenomenal, scoring, rebounding, all of the above, but Sabonis isn't playing good and neither is Jason Tatum. Victor Oladipo has been a disappointment these first few seasons. He's not shooting good for some reason. He's all the way up to a 86 overall, but he doesn't play like a 86 overall. We honestly may be moving on from him this offseason because his efficiency doesn't seem to be getting any better. But let's see if this works out. Hopefully it does. We do win game 3. Let's go. Julius Randle decided to step up this game. So did Russell Westbrook and Tatum off the bench. Okay, I don't know why you guys couldn't do that when you guys were starting. Same as Sabonis. Can we tie the series up? We do not. And are we going to lose? That stinks. We made it all the way to the conference finals to face the Denver Nuggets. Because the game crashed, we had to start the whole playoff series all over again. And now it's the Utah Jazz versus the Denver Nuggets. Who do we think is going to win? I think the Denver Nuggets is going to beat the Utah Jazz, but let's see. That honestly sucks. And yeah, the Denver Nuggets do beat the Utah Jazz. And in the finals, they're going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James, and Kyrie Irving. as well as Kevin Love. This team is stacked. This was when Kevin Love was still in his prime, playing phenomenal beside LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. This season was a year that I believe Kyrie Irving wouldn't have been playing this season with the Cleveland Cavaliers in real life. I believe this is when he left the Cavaliers to go to the Boston Celtics. But in 2K, he's still on the team. Let's see who wins. And the Denver Nuggets win the championship. So Jokic wins his first championship in his third season in the league. That is amazing. Would this be, yeah, his third season he wins a championship. That is crazy. Wins finals MVP. Obviously the Devin Booker signing helped this team like crazy. Him playing alongside Jamal Murray and Jokic has been phenomenal. But I believe this offseason we are going to be making some changes. Not many, because Julius Randle's still young, Sabonis is young, Tatum's young. They're still going to progress. But Victor Oladipo, I don't think is going to progress much more. And he's not playing well. He's not playing as good as we need him to play. So we may be moving on from Victor Oladipo this offseason. I guess we'll see. I'll see you guys at the NBA draft if we have any picks. A bunch of legends will be retiring this offseason. Yeah, I'll see you guys at the draft if we have picks. So this is the NBA draft where Luka Doncic and Trae Young are in. We don't have any picks, sadly, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. There's also another thing we gotta think about. Russell Westbrook may not re-sign with our team. He's a free agent. He has a player option. Let's see if he's going to pick that player option up or decline it. Hopefully he picks it up. Otherwise, we may just lose Russell Westbrook, which would stink. And he declines. Oh, God. Hopefully we have enough money to bring him back in free agency, which I totally hope we have. But I guess we'll find out right now. We should have bird rights on him, which we do. So it looks like we will have enough money to bring back Russell Westbrook. We only have around 35 million, even though it says he wants 41 million. But we still have enough to bring him back, which I am going to be doing. And then I'll fill out the rest of the roster and see you guys at the start of season number 3. Or actually, not at the start of season number 3. I'll see you guys when we're about to be trading Victor Oladipo. So we could get a lot of good players for Victor Oladipo, as you guys can see. We can get a young Donovan Mitchell who's only 21 years old. We can get Mike Conley, Jay Crowder, Kevin Love. But we need a shooting guard that's a good three-point shooter and a good defender. We need a three-point shooter beside Russell Westbrook, because Russell Westbrook isn't the best three-point shooter. And Victor Oladipo has not been either. So there was one player that I really liked, who was Gary Harris. He's an amazing perimeter defender. And in this 2K simulation in the Steph Curry era, he has a 93-point shot overall, which is insane. I had no clue he would have this high of overall, but he does. And I think he would be the perfect fit to have beside our boy Russell Westbrook. So I think I am going to be pulling this trade off. And let's go ahead and do just that. Or we could wait, but I think we're going to go ahead and pull this move. Get Gary Harris, a good perimeter defender, and a good three-point shooter to have beside Russell Westbrook. And that's it for this offseason, I believe. I don't think I'll be making any more trades, so I'll see you guys at the start of this coming season. We're here at the start of this season where there was a lot of progression. Even Gary Harris went up to 85 overall, which I did not expect, but it's better for us that he's up to 85 overall. That takes us one step closer to winning a championship. Jason Tatum progressed to an 86 overall. Julius Randle to an 88. This is prime Julius Randle. This is the highest overall he made it to in 2K in NBA 2K. In any NBA 2K, I believe, the highest overall he's been is 88. So I don't think he's going to be progressing more than that. Sabonis is at 87. He, I believe, will be progressing to an 89 overall. That's what he's in NBA 2K25 in the modern era. TJ McConnell off the bench will be our sixth man. Then we have Jarrett Allen, Joe Ingles, and Kyle Anderson. Joe Ingles, we may, if he doesn't play the best, we can always switch him out for Jeremy Grant, because Jeremy Grant is at a 79 overall now, and he could be our backup small forward instead of Joe Ingles if we decide to run with him in the rotation, which we may end up doing, because if we play him, he'll progress more, which we need in a way. And yeah, I guess we'll find out what's really going to be happening with our bench. But for now, this is what our rotation will be looking like. I believe we're a championship team this season with the progression of our younger players. But I guess we'll see what 2K thinks about it. I'll be seeing you guys either in the playoffs or the trade deadline if there's any trades to be made. But I don't think there will be because we have a phenomenal team. And the reason we have a phenomenal team is because we know what the future is going to be. We know Jason Tatum ends up becoming one of the best players. We know Julius Randle becomes an all-star, Sabonis all-star, Jarrett Allen one of the best big men in the league. And that's the reason we were able to build this team. Otherwise, obviously, we wouldn't have all these amazing players on our team. But we do now, and hopefully we can win ourselves a championship. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, make sure to drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys either in the playoffs or at the trade deadline. So at the end of the season, Russell Westbrook wins his second MVP, nearly averaging a triple-double on good efficiency. His three-point shooting wasn't the best. It took a dip from the previous season, but that's all right because we have him surrounded around shooters. Rookie of the Year goes to Trae Young and not Luka Doncic. Okay, Trae Young is with the New York Knicks. Nikola Vucevic wins 6th Player of the Year once again. Draymond Green wins Defensive Player of the Year, okay, with the Golden State Warriors. That's amazing. So this would be his first Defensive Player of the Year. I believe he has one in real life also, so that kind of matches up. De'Aaron Fox, Most Improved Player with Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. They have De'Aaron Fox now, which is really cool. Michael Stauffer, aka our coach, wins Coach of the Year. We won 73 games and lost only 9. Kyle Harper, Executive of the Year, and obviously we get Russell Westbrook on All-NBA First Team. Stephen Curry was also here. Holy, he averaged 35 points per game. Perhaps I should have honestly went to Curry, but our boy got it, so I'm happy with that. Let's see how Giannis was playing with the Milwaukee Bucks. He's playing good. He's playing really good. KD's playing good. Nikola Jokic is almost averaging a triple-double. Do we get any other selections here? We don't, but we do get Russell Westbrook on all defensive first team, which is cool. And that's it. And of course, we were the first seed in round number 1. We're going to be going up against the LA Lakers, who have Karl Anthony Towns and Brandon Ingram, which is pretty cool. Karl Anthony Towns ended up being traded by the looks of it from the Minnesota Timberwolves to the LA Lakers. I'm going to fix up our player minutes and then hopefully we're able to defeat the LA Lakers and advance to the next round. Hopefully we're able to win Russell Westbrook his first championship this video. And a lot of our players progress, but the thing is, players like Domantas Sabonis is up to 88. I believe he's at 89 overall in real life at the moment, but as you guys can see, he's not playing like the real Sabonis in real life. Like, his overall is the same, but he's not playmaking and rebounding how he would in real life. So this offseason, I'm going to try to make it a little bit more accurate and check what his stats are in the modern era and try putting that into this rebuild. That way he's more realistic how he plays in real life. And the same with Julius Randle. Julius Randle is honestly playing good. He's not a good three-point shooter, and he's not in this simulation either. He's shooting 40% almost, but on very low efficiency. So yeah, he's basically the same. He averages a lot of rebounds, a good playmaker, and a good scorer. So he's doing that in this video game also. Gary Harris has been a phenomenal get for us, shooting 40% from the three-point line. Jason Tatum played phenomenal this season, almost averaging 20 points per game. Sabonis was good. His three-point efficiency wasn't the best, but that's all right. We may make him stop taking so many three-pointers. That way his field goal percentage could go up the next season. I guess we'll see. TJ McConnell was a perfect sixth man to have on this team. Amazing playmaker. Jarrett Allen, probably the best backup center we could have asked for. Jeremy Grant, we switched him out for Joe Ingles, and he's been playing phenomenal. Amazing defender and an offensive player. Kyle Anderson, good playmaker, defender, and a rebounder, so he's also been good. I'm going to fix up our player minutes, and then let's see how far we're going to make it in these playoffs. So I fixed up the player minutes. Now I'll show you guys the player stats for the regular season. Russell Westbrook, 25 points per game, almost 20 from Tatum. Next season, Tatum should be averaging 20 plus points per game, which is amazing. 16 from Julius Randle, 15 from Gary Harris. Gary Harris has been amazing. In the Steph Curry era, Gary Harris is crazy good. He has an A plus perimeter defense, A plus 3-point shooting. As I showed you guys, he had a 93-point shot, and now it's up to a 91. That is amazing. The Sabonis, hopefully next season we can make Sabonis a little more realistic to what he plays like in real life. Obviously, the Steph era doesn't have him. He progresses to the same amount of level, but not in the same way he plays in real life. So I'm going to try making him a better playmaker, rebounder, and have him more realistic as he plays in real life, and then the rest of the team. Let's see if we're going to be advancing to the next round. Game 1 is a win. Russell Westbrook drops 40 points and 9 assists. Tatum with 17. Our whole team was almost in double-digit scoring, which is amazing. Game number 2 is also a win. Russell Westbrook almost had a triple-double, 39 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. He's playing amazing so far. Can we go up 3-0? We do not. They win game 3. We win game 4. And are we going to advance? We are. And now we're going up against the Golden State Warriors, who luckily don't have Steph and Curry anymore. Otherwise, this team would be impossible to beat. They have Jordan Clarkson, Klay Thompson, KD, Draymond, and Cody Zeller, who's up to 81 overall. Draymond's efficiency is pretty bad in 2K for some reason. KD's playing good. Klay's playing good. I think we're the better team, but let's see. They do have 2 amazing legends on their team. We're up 2-0. We're up 3-0. And Russ beats his old teammate Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant loses to his old team. Have they won a championship yet? No, they haven't. So Curry left the Golden State Warriors, and they haven't won a championship since. Curry's with the LA Clippers, who have JJ Redick, and we may be facing them in this up-and-coming round, but nope, we're going up against Jokic, D-Book, and Jamal Murray. Oh god, this team is deadly. I don't know how they got Devin Booker, but ever since they got him, this team has been deadly. Game number 1 is a win. Russell Westbrook drops a triple-double on the triple-double king, Jokic. Let's go. TJ McConnell, 20.7 rebounds. Tatum, 18 points. How's he playing? He's playing good. Jarrett Allen's playing good. Sabonis is playing good. Everyone's playing good on our team, which is amazing to see. How's Gary Harris playing? Let's check that out. He's not shooting as good as he was in the regular season, but that's all right. Game number 2 is also a win. Let's go. Tatum at 31, 25-point triple-double from Russ. Are we going to go up 3-0? And we do. We make it to the finals just like that. We're going to be going up against either the Chicago Bulls or the Indiana Pacers, who have Paul George, and that's basically it. And the Chicago Bulls have Jimmy Butler, Chris Paul, Bam Adebayo. They have a young Bam Adebayo on their team. They have Otto Porter, who was in his prime at this time, as you guys can see. Let's see who we're going to be going up against. I think I would rather verse the Pacers, but of course we get the Chicago Bulls. Hopefully we're able to beat Jimmy Butler and Chris Paul to win Russell Westbrook his first championship. Game number 1 is a win. Russell Westbrook drops 38 points on their head. Let's go. Their team was almost all in double digits. They're an amazing offensive team. Game number 2 is also a win. Russell Westbrook, 32-point double-double, 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. Are we going to go up 3-0? And we do. Okay. Jimmy Butler almost had a triple-double, but... Okay, where's Russ? Okay, he was 1 rebound shy of a triple-double once again. Tatum led the way with 25, then Gary Harris. Amazing get for us once again. I'm happy we got Gary Harris. And they do win game 4, but we win game 5 and win Russell Westbrook his first championship with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's go. All his loyalty has paid off. He didn't decide to leave the team in this 2K rebuild, which is amazing. He didn't get traded because we have control of the trades, and he wins himself and the OKC Thunder a championship alongside a young Jason Tatum, a young Julius Randle, and a young Domantas Sabonis. I think we're going to be running it back one more season and see if we're able to win Russell Westbrook, Tatum, Julius Randle, and Sabonis their 4th championship. And Jason Tatum still will be progressing. He'll probably be up to like a 90-something overall. So I'm excited to see how good we're going to play this up and coming season. I'll see you guys either at the start of next season or the trade deadline or the end of the season. I guess we'll find out. We have the 30th overall pick, and there's still amazing players we can get. But what sucks is our team is already stacked. We already have 9 good rotational players, so we won't be able to add another. We could get Jordan Poole, but the best one here is Nicholas Claxton we can get at the 30th overall pick. But the sad thing is we won't be able to play him since we already have Sabonis and Jarrett Allen. Jordan Poole is too low of an overall to play. We have all of our good players on contract, so we're set there. But I think we're just going to go ahead and select Nicholas Claxton for the hell of it. Yeah, we're going to sign Nicholas Claxton, and that's it. That was the only pick we had. That would be an amazing pick to get at pick number 30. Nicholas Claxton, he's an amazing center, rim protector, all that. He's a 74 overall already. That's amazing. But yeah, that's it. We're going to pick up all the team player options here. Dwight Powell, okay, we got him in a trade, I believe, and he's being paid $10 million a year. We're most definitely trading away that contract. So we're here at the start of the final season. We're going to be running with the same exact starting 5. Russell Westbrook, Gary Harris, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, and Sabonis. And then off the bench, we're going to have TJ McConnell, Jarrett Allen, Jeremy Grant, and Kyle Anderson. So the same exact rotation. I don't think we're going to be making any more changes to our roster because we have a really good team, in my opinion, and I think we could win ourselves another championship. Jason Tatum has progressed to a 91 overall. Julius Randle's at a 90. Sabonis is at an 89 overall. And obviously we have Russell Westbrook, who's at a 99, which is amazing. So I think we're going to be just fine. I don't think we're going to have to make any more trades. So we'll see how this season goes. Again, if there are any trades to be made, of course, I'll stop at the trade deadline and show you guys. But I think we'll be just fine. Game number 1 of this season is going to be up against the Denver Nuggets, who acquired themselves Chris Middleton. It looks like they got rid of Nikola Jokic, which is pretty dumb, but they did it anyways. And they got Marc Gasol, who's a 90 overall. Okay. So they had got Marc Gasol instead of Jokic, which I don't think is the smartest move, but they still have a lethal starting 5. Now they acquired themselves Chris Middleton. Let's see if we can beat them in game number 1, and we lose. Okay. So this team is clearly really good. But I think we still have a pretty good chance at winning a championship. So I'll see you guys at the end of the last season or at the trade deadline if there's any trades to be made. Our boy Russell Westbrook wins his 3rd MVP back-to-back, which is amazing, nearly averaging another triple-double. Let's see how many triple-doubles Russell Westbrook had this season. So he had 20 triple-doubles this season, 23 the previous, and 11 the previous, 17 the one before that. So the 4 seasons we were with him, he had a bunch of triple-doubles, as you guys can see. And this season, our team broke a new record. You guys are going to be surprised when you see which record that was. I'll show you guys in a second. Zion Williamson with the Atlanta Hawks wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 20 points per game, which is amazing. Perky Martin Jr. Okay, I've never heard of this guy. Maybe he's a computer-generated player. I'm not sure. Giannis Antetokounmpo wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jalen Brunson most improved. His efficiency is horrible. That's not the Jalen Brunson we know today. And that's exactly the record we broke right there. If you guys could see in the bottom left corner, we won 78 games and lost only 4. A new NBA record, most wins in a season. Amazing. That was OKC Thunder with Russell Westbrook, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, and Sabonis. Perhaps the OKC Thunder should have kept Sabonis around. I wonder how things would have been if they kept Sabonis. It would have been a lot different, that's for sure. And then the LA Lakers win Executive of the Year. Of course, we got Russell Westbrook on All NBA First Team, averaging amazing stats. 3-point shooting again was not very nice, as you guys can see. He didn't make too many. He made a lot of 3-pointers, but not on good efficiency. Stephen Curry, 30 points per game. KD, 32 points per game. I also saw in the regular season, the Golden State Warriors lost Klay Thompson. Now they only have Kevin Durant and Draymond Green left. Jokic, let's see if we get any other selections here. We do get Jason Tatum on All NBA Third Team. Let's go. He averaged 22 points per game, 6 rebounds, 2.5 assists, a steal, and a block, shooting 50, 40, 90. Let's see how many 3-pointers he was shooting. A lot. More than half of his shots were 3-pointers, which is amazing. LeBron James is now with the Dallas Mavericks. Okay. They had his shot tendency all the way down to 80, and I had to change that back to 99 because obviously LeBron James is going to be shooting the most amount of shots on any team he's on, especially when he was a 99 overall, so I don't know why they had it down to 80, which made absolutely no sense. We get Russell Westbrook on All Defensive First Team, and that is it. Of course, we were the first seed, and in round number 1, we're going to be taking on the San Antonio Spurs, who have a progressing DeJounte Murray, who's up to 80 overall, Kawhi Leonard, 96 overall, LaMarcus Aldridge, who is still in the league, but is not really good offensively, which is good for us, and Alex Len. Let me fix up our players' minutes and then we'll jump right into this. But let me show you guys the player stats before we do get into the playoffs. So obviously I showed you guys Russell Westbrook and Jason Tatum's stats. And then right behind them was Julius Randle with 17 points per game, 14 from Gary Harris on amazing efficiency. I'm really happy we got Gary Harris, a bonus, who I tried to fix his playmaking, and I guess it kind of worked. He's averaging 5 assists per game. In real life, obviously, he averages more than that, but 5 is just fine because we already have so many playmakers in our starting lineup. We have Julius Randle, we have Russell Westbrook, so that kind of makes sense. He wouldn't be averaging 10 assists per game. This season, I made him take not as many 3-pointers. Let's see how many he took. Yeah, he took less. Well, not really less, but his efficiency was a lot better, that's for sure. Then behind him was Jarrett Allen. Basically, he was the best player off our bench offensively. And then TJ McConnell, whose field goal percentage took a huge dip. I don't know if that's because he's taking too many 3-pointers or what it is. He's not taking too many 3-pointers, so I don't know what that is. Jeremy Grant, Kyle Anderson, and that's it. Now I'm going to fix up our player minutes and let's see if we can get Russell Westbrook and the OKC Thunder another championship. So the player minutes have been set. Let's get right into the playoffs. Game number 1 is a win. Russell Westbrook drops a 35-point triple-double. Let's go. Game number 2 is also a win. This time Julius Randle had a double-double. Russell Westbrook another triple-double. Are we going to go up 3-0? And we do. Julius Randle with a 37-point double-double. Sabonis with a 28-point double-double. Sabonis is playing amazing. Our whole team is playing amazing, to be honest. Are we going to sweep the San Antonio Spurs? And we do, which is amazing. I almost called them the Sacramento Spurs for some reason. Let's see who had the best defense this season. Was it us? No, it wasn't. It was the Phoenix Suns. Okay, somehow they had the best defense. With Miles Turner, John Collins, Michael Porter Jr. is not a good defender, but in the Steph Curry era, he is. And he's a horrible 3-point shooter, even though in real life, that's the main thing he's good at, shooting 3-pointers. They also have Seth Curry. But yeah, we were one of the best defense, and now we get to verse Steph Curry and the LA Clippers. God damn it. And they have DeAndre Jordan up to 90 overall, averaging 20 points per game this playoff run. Oh my god, Bobby Portis Jr., also 20 points per game. Justin Holiday isn't playing good, which is good for us. JJ Redick is shooting amazing, and obviously Curry's going to be good. Hopefully we can defeat this team and advance to the next round. Game 1 is a loss. Curry with 43 on our heads. Game 2 is a win. Let's go. Jason Tatum 29, 22-point triple-double from Russell Westbrook. Can we go up 2-1? And we do. Let's go. Russ with 32, 21 from Jason Tatum, who's playing absolutely phenomenal. Are we going to go up 3-1? And we do. Russell Westbrook with 36, 30 from Jason Tatum. Let's go. 29 from Gary Harris. Gary Harris is playing amazing. Amazing defender and a three-point shooter. Are we going to gentlemen sweep them? We don't. Please don't push it to a game 7. Thank God. Tatum with 37 points. Russ with 28. Let's go. And now we're either going to be going up against the LA Lakers or the Phoenix Suns. I would most definitely rather verse the Phoenix Suns. Because the LA Clippers, oh my God, they got Klay Thompson. What? How did they acquire Klay? They signed him in free agency by the looks of it. That is insane. They have Karl Anthony Towns, Larry Nance Jr., who's up to an 81 overall, a young Brandon Ingram, who's basically in his prime, a prime Klay Thompson, and Tyus Jones, one of the best playmakers in the league. And off the bench, they also have Josh Hart. Let's see who else. They have this guy. I don't know who this is. They have Tyson Chandler, and yeah, that's about it. Hopefully we get the Phoenix Suns. Let's see. Obviously we get the LA Lakers, and this is going to be a tough challenge. Game number 1 is a loss. Oh God. Cat had 37. Oh my God. I don't think Sabonis is going to be able to guard Karl Anthony Towns. That's for sure. We may have to insert Jarrett Allen into the starting lineup for his defense, to be honest. I think that's the only way we may be able to stop this team. Let's simulate one more game. And if we lose, we're going to be putting Jarrett Allen in the starting lineup just against the Lakers for defensive reasons. Because Karl Anthony Towns is way too good of an offensive player to take lightly. But so far, we're destroying this team in this game. And we do just that. Let's go. Jason Tatum had 44 points. Would that be a career high for him? It would be a career high. 44 points. Where is Sabonis? Yes, Sabonis. I say we lower the minutes on Sabonis and give those extra minutes to Jarrett Allen. That way we have defense on Cat. Because we most definitely need defense on Karl Anthony Towns. And I think the rest is fine. Let's simulate game number 3 and we lose. So I think I'm going to be inserting Jarrett Allen into our starting lineup. That way he can guard Karl Anthony Towns because he's their best player offensively. So let me fix that up and then we'll get right into game number 4. So we put Jarrett Allen into the starting lineup. I also came up with a coach game plan. But we put Jarrett Allen in the starting lineup, but we're still giving both of our centers 24 minutes each per game. But we just made the coach game plan where Jarrett Allen will be guarding Karl Anthony Towns at all times. Gary Harris will be on Klay Thompson, Russ on Tyus Jones, Jason Tatum on Brandon Ingram. Let's see if this coach game plan works out in our favor. So far, we have the lead, not by much. Let's see if we can keep this lead. They are pushing back, and oh my God, they're up by quite a bit. I think this team honestly may be defeating us. They won by 5 games. God damn it. What do we do? What do we do? So Karl Anthony Towns, the defense on Karl Anthony Towns worked, but not on Klay Thompson. This team is honestly stacked. We may not be winning ourselves another championship. I was honestly hoping we would. Larry Nance is also playing really good. How's Tyus Jones? I don't know if we leave Gary Harris on Klay or do we put Russell Westbrook on Klay? Because Russell Westbrook did make all defensive team, I believe 3 seasons in a row, but I don't know. I may change a few things up here and then we'll see if we're able to tie the series back up or not. So I lowered our bench minutes because a lot of our players on the bench are not playing good. Kyle Anderson shooting below 40% from the field. Jeremy Grant's only shooting 42% from the field. TJ McConnell's playing horrible, shooting bad from the 3-point line and the 2-point from the 2-pointer. So I lowered their minutes and gave those minutes to our starting lineup instead. Let's see if that's going to work out or not. Hopefully it does. Otherwise, we're going to be being sent to Cancun. But at least we were able to win Russell Westbrook a championship before the video ends. And luckily, we are going to be advancing to the next round. Jason Tatum had 40 points. Gary Harris 28. They need to play like that if we want to make it back to the finals. For some reason, Russ didn't shoot as much. He's shooting bad from the 3-point line, so I lowered his 3-point shot tendency so he doesn't take as many 3-pointers. Let's see if we're going to be able to push it to a game 7 or not. Hopefully we are, because this would be an amazing comeback from a 3-1 lead that they had on us. So far, we do have the lead, but they are pretty close to us. We're up by 15. And it looks like we are going to be winning. Okay, that's simulated fast. Let's see how much we won by. So we won by quite a bit. We won by 14 to be exact. Our defense seems to be working on Karl Anthony Towns. Okay, let's go Jarrett Allen. He's holding Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, he's playing really good defense on Karl Anthony Towns. This is where we put him on Cat. And he's held him to 5 of 15, 7 of 15, and then 4 of 15. So that's amazing. Let's see how Klay Thompson has been playing these last few games. So we came up with a coach game plan here. Gary Harris held him to 4 of 11, which is good. What about Brendan Ingram? Is Jason Tatum playing good defense on him? He's playing decent defense, but not the best. But Jason Tatum is an elite defensive player of the year type of defender anyways, so he's more of an offensive player / he's still a good defender, but not like an elite defender. But he's still a really good defender, so yeah. So we're going to a game 7. This is going to be amazing if we defeat them. And if we do, we're going to be going up against Jason Tatum's real-life teammate, Jaylen Brown. Somehow they still have Isaiah Thompson up to a 92 overall. But by this point, he was going through injuries and ended up declining a lot and was no longer the prime Isaiah Thomas he is in this video, which kind of sucks, which really sucks to be honest, but this team is stacked. That is if we even make it to the finals. I don't know if that's going to happen. So far, they do have the lead on us. They held us to only 17 points in the first quarter, but we are pushing back. But they're also really close to us. Let's slow this down a little bit. We're up by, okay, we won this, I believe. And we win by 10 points, and we're going to the NBA Finals once again. We came back from a 3-1 lead that the LA Lakers had on us. That is insane. A triple-double from Russell Westbrook. Our whole team played well. Jason Tatum didn't shoot good, neither did Russ. But that's all right. We still won the game, and that's all that matters. Jarrett Allen was an amazing starter for us. Let's see how Cat played. Karl Anthony Towns only shot 8 of 21. So Jarrett Allen's defense is the main reason we won this series. Because if Karl Anthony Towns was playing amazing, we wouldn't have been able to beat this team, that's for sure. Maybe we could leave Jarrett Allen in the starting lineup. Let's see how he's been playing in the starting lineup. So he had a double-double, another double-double, a bunch of blocks. He's been playing good in the starting lineup. But now we're going to be going up against the Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, and Isaiah Thomas. Let's see what their bench is looking like. They have Mo Bamba, who's up to 83 overall. Okay. I think we're the better team, but you never know. Kyle Kuzma's only at 83 overall. They took Kyle Kuzma over Jason Tatum. Probably the biggest mistake, because in real life, we all know they took Jason Tatum, and I believe they took him at the 3rd overall pick, if I'm not mistaken. But now they only have Jaylen Brown. Let's see who the better team is. Game number 1, we win. Russell Westbrook 28, Julius Randle 16. Our whole team was almost in double-digit scoring, which is amazing. Sabonis is playing good. I say we just leave Sabonis to be our 6th man, because he's playing good off the bench. We could always change that if we want. Game number 2 is a loss. God damn it. This game, Sabonis played good. Where's Jarrett Allen? He didn't shoot as much, but that's all right. Can we go up 2-1? And we do. Let's go. Russell Westbrook with a 35-point double-double. Jason Tatum, 26, 18-point double-double from Sabonis. Sabonis is playing really good off as our sixth man. He was playing good as our starting center also. It was just defense. That's the main reason we had to push him to the bench. Julius Randle's playing good. Let's see if we can go up 3-1, and we do. Let's go. Jason Tatum drops 33-point double-double on their head, reminding them why they should have picked him over Kyle Kuzma. Russell Westbrook, 31-point triple-double. I don't know why he's shooting 7 3-pointers when you're not a good 3-point shooter, Russ. We don't need you to be shooting that many 3-pointers. We surrounded you around shooters for a reason. Are we going to be winning a gentleman's sweep? And we do. So we win Russell Westbrook his second championship. He wins finals MVP, which is amazing. He wins 2 championships with the OKC Thunder. Stayed loyal to them, and it paid off. Kevin Durant must be punching the air right now. Let me show you guys the player stats. That was an amazing run. I didn't think we were going to be beating the LA Lakers, and it was kind of questionable of whether we'd be beating the Celtics or not also. But we ended up beating both of them, which is amazing. Thanks to our amazing players. So in the playoffs, Russell Westbrook had 25 points per game, 24 points per game from Jason Tatum, 18 from Julius Randle, almost 15 from Gary Harris. Amazing 3-point shooter, shot 43% from the 3-point line. I hired his 3-point shot tendency, so he was basically only taking 3-point shots, while most of them were 3-point shots. 11.5 from Sabonis, almost 10 from Jarrett Allen, 7 from Jeremy Grant, 5 from TJ McConnell. He struggled, but his playmaking was phenomenal, and that's the reason we left him in the rotation, obviously. Kyle Anderson, again, his defense was good, but his efficiency was horrible. His defense, rebounding, and playmaking was all good. Let's see how our players played in the finals. Russell Westbrook led the way with 28 points per game, 22 from Jason Tatum, 13 from Gary Harris, 13 from Sabonis, 13 from Julius Randle, who struggled a lot in the NBA Finals. He shot only 39% from the field. And then Jarrett Allen, 8.8, basically 9 points per game, 7 from Jeremy Grant, 6 from TJ McConnell, and 3 from Kyle Anderson. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this OKC Thunder rebuild. If you guys did, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe if you are new. We're almost at 100 subscribers, so make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. Also, comment down below what type of rebuild you guys would want to see next. I'll make sure to take you guys up on your suggestion. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until the next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.